Thank you so much for joining us on Aviation This Week on Channels Television. I'm Bukola Joe Ketsumbi, and this week we're talking cargo. Air cargo business all over the world is a serious business. And like the scheduled commercial air passengers flight, it's also time-bound. While it's the fastest way of transporting goods from one point to the other, the provision of logistics in facilitating this form of transportation and ensuring that the cargo are safely delivered in Nigeria is critical. All this and more are our focus on this edition.
Air cargo is any property carried or to be carried in an aircraft. Air cargo comprises air freight, air express, and air mail. Air freight plays a critical role in global trade, transporting some 35% of goods traded internationally. The International Air Transport Association says 2014 saw the strongest growth in air freight carried since the 2010 rebound in world trade. Freight tons carried grew by 4.5%, outpacing world trade growth of 3.0%. In March 2015, global air freight markets showed a modest 1.6% rise in volumes measured in freight ton kilometers compared to the exceptionally strong 12.2% rise in February. Freight performance over the first quarter of the year indicates year-on-year growth of 5.3%, with Latin American and European carriers reporting market contractions while Middle East carriers showed rapid growth. In May 2015, IATA said cargo growth is slowing globally, but African airlines experienced a 3.0% rise in demand and a 1.3% increase in capacity. Despite some volatility, it says that the region is the third fastest growing for the year to date. IATA says the underperformance of the Nigerian and South African economies may be outweighed by trade activity in the wider region, and the slowdown in air freight reflects a general slowing in world trade at a time when it's needed most to reinvigorate faltering economies. Here in Nigeria, cargo traffic statistics published by the Federal Airports Authority of Nigeria (FAN) for a 17-year period between 1993 and 2009 showed that about 1.286 billion kilograms of cargo were recorded in 19 airports, while 3 others, Akure, Usubi, and Katsina, had no cargo traffic. While the cargo subsector remains a utilized money spinner, here is what a typical warehouse looks like: a large amount of space, as much as 4,000 square meters. Some of the space takes large cargo that cannot be racked. A large number of racks for cargo storage with numbers for easy identification. Then there is room for special cargo. Facilities for dangerous goods. A cold room storage. radioactive materials are also taken care of. Then perishables like vaccines. Facilities for weighing and delivery. And now to the processing, where a cargo expert takes us through the chain.
When the cargoes are received into the bulk break area, they are broken down to ensure that whatever you received, you count and make sure that the quantity is intact, and that the nature of the cargo, you look at it and ensure that it's also intact, there is no damage to the cargo. And this is done by representative of SACOL and representative of the airline. There are different categories of cargo. If they are special cargo, for instance, if they're perishables, they are moved into the perishable area. If it's depending on the temperature, you have the fridge, you have the freezer. If it's a valuable cargo like telephones, handsets, like laptops, they're moved into the valuable area that is fully covered and also that is locked. And then when the proper documentation to move the cargo, for the customer to take out the cargo, you also have the agents. They go to the airline to take the original documents. From there, they go to the customs, do their declaration, and then they come to the handling company, that's to us, pay our money, and then they come for examination. We bring out the cargo. After, like I showed you at the cubicle, they are not allowed access into the warehouse. So from the cubicles where our staff are, they look at the documents to ensure that they have finished with the Nigerian Customs Service, and also that our money, our handling charges are paid. Then we can now come in and move the cargo to the examination area where the custom officers and the agent handling the cargo is there. They examine the cargo and they go back again to go and close the entry, and then the exit is printed out, and they come back to meet us that they have finished with the customs, in which case we deliver the cargo to them.
When all is done, Nigeria, as well as the global air cargo industry, continues to face challenges. While vulnerability to the economic cycles is beyond the control of any business sector, it's clear that the air cargo industry needs to do a better job of improving its value proposition.